Hi, my name's Dean Mc Carthy, and I'm very honoured to be part of the Curaçao International Day. A little bit about myself. I am from England, and I started saxophone about the age of 11. I borrowed a saxophone from school. It was a baritone. It was almost as big as me. And some people say, "Why why do you have such a big sound on your saxophone?" I think it's probably due to that, me having to blow such a big instrument when I was smaller. I had a great saxophone teacher when I was younger, and played in a number of bands, school bands, etc. My first jazz record was from Tom Scott, but I had influences when I was younger from Sonny Rollins, Dave Sanborn, and later on Michael Brecker, Bob Berg, Bob Mintzer, very famous and influential saxophone players. Recently I'm listening to Seamus Blake, who's an amazing saxophone player. I would recommend listening to him. I played in the National Youth Jazz Orchestra in London for a little while, and I toured around southern England with lots of different bands. In Germany, when I moved to Germany, I played in some commitment bands, played around Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and eventually played for Helmut Kohl, the Chancellor of Germany. But I want to spend some time on my time in Curaçao, playing with some amazing jazz musicians. Just want to say you've got so many influences in jazz, like Latin, Brazilian, swing, fusion. It's an amazing fusion of different music, different jazz. When I first got to Curaçao, I went to Hook's Hut, and just happened to be there the same day that Jean-Jacques Roya, Pierre Dunker, and Lonte Conrades were playing, and I was able to join in with them and play a few days along with those. So it was a great start to my jazz playing on Curaçao. After that, Herschel invited me to play in blues, Avella Blues, and I played with Herschel, Ronchi, Stanley, Pernell, Uti, rest in peace, my brother. All amazing jazz musicians, and I learnt so much from those guys. I've also had the opportunity on Curaçao to play with some amazing vocalists as well, including Maruja, Bogart, Iselin Calista, Shiema Rouge, Sid Wright as well, of course. And I just want to mention some of them brilliant jazz musicians that I've been able to play with, on top of those ones I mentioned. So like Ernie on percussion, great percussionist. Igor Rivas, my soul brother. We play together in the horn sections, and although we can't communicate so well, my Spanish is terrible. We communicate brilliantly musically, and I'm so happy to have met him. Mick de Boer on bass. With Jean-Jacques, we played at Miles Jazz Cafe a number of times. Played with Mike De Ferro, Michael Borschlap, and I've played a few times with my band there, a band that I formed there as well. So it's been really interesting times on Curaçao. I've also performed in a number of festivals, the Riba Jazz Festival twice with Ronchis Matthews Band, Groove Hunters, which is a Curaçao-based band, and 5 times on the Curaçao Multi Jazz Festival with Mulatto, Tumbao, both amazing bands, Ronchi Matthews Band, Panel, Saturina, percussionist, world famous, who performed with Miguel Zenon as well. Brilliant Latin alto saxophone player. Should definitely check him out. Herschel Rosario's band as well. So I was very privileged to be playing in those bands. Not to forget Coco Grigi Jazz Band with Gregory Colina, amazing pianist. Dennis Alsa, big band of course as well. I've recorded a number of recorded for him, and I've recorded a number of sessions with musicians on Curaçao, and it's a great pleasure to have been able to play with those guys, and I wish you all the best for your Curaçao Jazz International Day. Thanks very much.